Hello, Joe Ross here with some tools to help in the focusing on God, on goodness, on love. Okay? All right. I know I look all positive and cheery right now, which good, because I should, because that's what I want, and that's what I've been focusing on. Okay, so what we're going to come up with is some tools to help us get and stay in this mode. It can be tough sometimes with different situations and things happening in your life, which I completely understand. Okay. Now, with this, I'm going to bring out some tools. And what the tools are to start out with is to focus on what you can do, not what you can't do, or what's not working. That focus doesn't help, doesn't do anything. So we're going to focus on what we can do. And what we can do is focus on God, which is love. Okay? So this can bring a very basic, general, quick way to work on almost anything you're working on in your life. Because we're not working on anyone else out there. We're working on just us within us, right? That's what we have control of, is what's inside here, us. So if you have an issue, think of an issue that you have right now, something you're just grab one thing. It's easy. I know I do a laundry list of things that I could need to work on, but let's just do one thing. One focus. Okay. So one thing, what's a situation, a circumstance, a condition that you have, something you're working on within you. Or it looks like it's coming at you because there's people all around our life continuously, right? So maybe someone is not being kind to you or being mean, whatever that may be or look like. Grab it. Let's use that as an example so we can work on that one thing. So I will pick also one. So I will pick. Okay, I got it. Have a situation where I'm not getting the outcome that I want from another person. And it can look like the person is trying to sabotage me or the situation. Okay, there we go. You got yours? All right, I got mine. Self-sabotage. Now we're going to look to the attributes of love to see how we can work on this. Because we're going to throw it into an affirmation later. All right. So what we're working on is I have where someone is, I feel like it seems like someone is working and trying to sabotage me. So I'm going to say, it looks like it's not being very kind and it's against me, but everything is working for us. We just don't see it. It's hard to see. I feel like the victim, but we're not going to be the victim today. We are the masters of our life. So kindness. Someone's not being kind, kill them with kindness. That's my example for now. All right, here are the attributes of God, of love, because God is love. So these are from the one thing that you're focusing on. When I say these words, see what resonates with you as you're feeling maybe the opposite of that is being done. When you feel it very strong, the opposite, that's what you need to work with. So if I feel like someone is being really mean, the opposite is kindness, and that's what I need to do. That's my answer for that situation. Okay? Here we go. Some of the attributes that we can work with of love. What is love? God is love. And here we go with some of those beautiful attributes. Compassion. Love it. Generosity. Tolerance. Patience. Care. Forgiveness. Being of service. And here we go one step even deeper that I've recently come into realization with is selfless service. How can you do it without being selfish? So there you go. Happiness is another one. Joy. Happiness for others. Tolerance. Let's see if I covered them all. Well, there's many. These are just a few that I'm naming. All right. Got it? All right. You got what you're dealing with, and you got your opposite. that what you feel is lacking in this situation all the way, or this scenario. That's what you're working with. So mine's kindness. Let's do that. All right. Tool for that kindness is I'm going to go to my quick go-to, which is affirmations. And to make it simple, here's a simple one. I am kind. When you start thinking, the mind can just spin in negative things. When you first recognize it, the quicker you can recognize it, the better. And just start in on those affirmations. At the same time, if you can envision yourself being kind, moving into actions that are being kind. So our affirmation is, I am kind, I am kind, I am kind. Say it out loud if you can. If you can't, say it in your mind over and over and over. And if you don't have that feeling and depth behind it, keep saying it until you do. Maybe sing a tune with it to get it to that affirmation. I'm like, got a bebop in my head. Beep-a-doo. I am kind, 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 I am kind. Oh yeah, I am kind, I am kind, I am kind. Woo! However that may be. Whatever starts to work within your system and starts to resonate. All right? That jive, that dancing of the words, that joy, maybe it's a song, whatever, however you want to put it, or just say it. I am kind, I'm kind, I'm kind. And what I done recently is just said it as many times as I can, 20 to 30 times if you want to go on a number, 108 times if you want, or half of a day if you want, or a full day. Maybe you need a week of it, maybe a month every day, continuously. I am kind, I'm kind, I'm kind. And start envisioning yourself being kind. Envisioning that person being kind. That situation being filled with kindness everywhere coming at you. That's what we're envisioning anytime we think of it. And it can be hard at the beginning because we're so used to it maybe being the other way. But got to remember, everything that we put out there is what we get back. The cause and effect. That mind karma. What goes out comes back at you. You may not come back right away. It may take time. Then you're like, where did that come from? Well, hey, it may have taken a little time to get back at you. So let's work on that with affirmations and forgetting the excuses. Focus on what you can do, which is the affirmations and actions. Don't focus on what you can't do. Meaning, don't focus on the justification of why this is happening or why you can't do it. The excuses. I'm just going to say it. The excuses we come up with and how we justify, well, I'm not doing that because of this or because of that. I mean, it could be a laundry list, right? Who cares? We don't want to hear it. Nope, it's not about that. We're not the victim here. We are the masters of our lives. All right? You're the master of your life. You're not the victim. And you're not the persecutor either. You're not going in and making someone feel guilty for what they've done to you and even doing it in a subconscious way that you don't even realize you're doing it. That's the persecutor role. If you've ever looked up the victim triangle, I highly recommend it. I learned a lot from that. There's even a little book, but there's also online where you can just look up victim triangle because it's super, most the time we're in it somewhere. And unless you recognize it, know what it is, you can't get out of it as easy. It's not, and it's a continuous cycle, not only with you, with those around you. So you be the first one to get out of that cycle. It's very helpful. Oh boy, look at all these tools popping out here. There you go. Stay out of the victim triangle while you're doing it. Keep the affirmations going and act on it. So now we got the affirmations going, now we're acting on it, right? We're sending out text messages that are kind. We're sending out emails that are kind. We're doing phone calls that are kind. We're thinking of people, that telepathy, that communication that you don't see. We're being kind. We're feeling it with love. And let's do it again. How can I be kind to this person who's being whatever the situation? You can read, I call it like a wheel of these affirmations where it's like, how can I, this is your focus, how can I bring God back into focus in it? I can be compassionate. I can be forgiving. I can be tolerant. I can treat someone with kindness, with care, with happiness for others. What else? What other What other attributes of love are there? Let's see. Oh, humility. Oh, that one I love. It's, that one's like, that's a good one. Being humble. It is so important to be that example of God's love. And this is where I'm starting. All right, so we're focusing back on love. That's our focus, God and God's love. And hopefully some of these tools have helped. If you would like or have any questions on these tools, let me know. This is just something that I use in my everyday life. And I did come up with it at the beginning, didn't I? I said I had this thing I'm working on where I felt, it seemed like I was getting shafted on something. And I started doing the affirmations and seeing that other person reacting and acting kind to me, and seeing in my visualizations and my thinking was all about good thoughts and positive vibes coming in for that situation. And guess what? Within an hour or so, that's exactly what happened. I was misreading the situation. And if I would have said or done something the opposite, that would have been, if I would have sent out that judgy, mean email or text or call or whatever, that would have sucked. Then I'm bringing that back at me, right? So this really works. Let me know how it works for you, and keep positive. We got this, okay? All right. Well, sending lots of love and light out to you, and always